How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called Rotdrosselheim. And we're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads, Welcome to Rotdrosselheim. The map contains 137 plots, 86 fields of which 9 meadows, 28 forests. On the map, you will find a main farm and another secondary farm. There are further building areas for farm productions, 7 houses in the town. Vehicle dealer, cattle dealer, various buying stations for animal feed or consumables, 14 sales outlets, BGA, farm shop, rock crusher, livestock dealer, 24 productions, sawmill, bakery, tailory, dairy, sugar factory, spinning mill, diesel, fermenter, grass dryer, fertilizer, seed production, compound feed cows, compound feed pigs, sugar beet pulp, grain drying, grist mill, firewood, farm bakery, farm dairy, strawberry processing, water supply, pizza production, pallet production. Animals on the map, chickens, cows, sheep. There are bags of chicken feed, cow feed, sheep feed, seeds, and fertilizer. Other consumables such as baker's crates, wooden crates, pallets, 20 collectibles, precision farming ready DLC. There are mods required for this map, starting with the Cowshed 3+0 by DMI 20mm Normandy, BR Small Sheds by ML Modding, DH Modding, Bunker Silo Newfangled by Dith Marsher Modding, GDR Building Package by Vertex Design, Diesel Pallet by DS Power, Storage Pallet by DS Power, South African Classic Sheds by JD Modding ARG, Feed Mixing Plant by DS Power, Lower Bavarian Farm Pack by Bernie CS, Grain Drying by DS Power, Seed Production by DS Power, Garden Plot by DS Power, and Fermenter 60,000 liter by DS Power. This map was created by DS Power and is 322.41 megabytes to download. If we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. And before we get into this map tour, holy smokes, pay attention. There's a lot going to happen on this tour, but it is going to be worth it. This map, wow, just wow. We start out here in the middle of the forest in a fire tower, and we start out by owning farmlands number 2, 5, 20, 26, 64, 66, 80, and 84. 2 is a farm and a field with no product in it. 5 is a cow pasture, 20 is a barley field ready to harvest, 26 is a wheat field ready to harvest, 64 is a barley field ready to harvest, 66 is a barley field ready to harvest, 80 is a grass field ready to harvest, and 84 is a wheat field ready to harvest. You can purchase all areas on the map. And before we actually no, let's go ahead and take a look at the prices on the fields. So prices do vary, but you get a good range of big to small farms and fields, so you do get some good pricing. So we'll start over here. 156,000 for medium. Let's see, 119, 226. Let's see, 120. So they are a little bit on the expensive side. You're looking around 100,000 for even the smaller size fields. But still, it's one of those that you start out with so many fields that you should be able to kind of pick yourself up pretty quickly. Some of the larger fields, 402,000, 474,000. So it looks like it about caps off at about 400,000 for fields. Then we go into the forestry areas, almost $1 million. There's 900,000. Here's another one for 600,000. We got 406 and 888,000. Let's see, up here in the north, 866,000. And 618,000. So yeah, it's going to be expensive. You're going to have to work and work and work, but it's going to be worth all that effort. Let's see. Down here, we do start out with several animals. You can see we have cows, chickens, sheep, and another cow. We've got contracts available on this map. We have a load of productions. I mean, an absolute ton of them. You start out, you have, let's see. You have the grist mill, you have the farm dairy, the garden plot, firewood, seed productions, cow feed, mixed feed cows, the fermenter 6,000. All of this, wow, just absolute wow. And there are collectibles, 20 of them to be precise. Let's see, if we take a look at mods specific to this map, starting out with the buy menu. Down here under mods and DLCs, we have Rotdrosselheim right here, and you can see there are several mods specific to this map. A whole bunch of them are in here. Make sure that you go through this and pay attention to what's here, because there are some purchasable, some consumables that will be used in later productions and stuff. Like down here we have, let's see, that's cheese, butter, firewood. We got some boxes over here. We got some pallets that you can purchase, like the empty pallets here. You can use in later productions as well. And then if we take a look at mods specific to this map, on the build menu, starting out under buildings, nothing under sheds, but under silos, we scroll all the way over to the right, you will see Rotdrosselheim right here, a couple of mods specific to this map, nothing under silo extensions, but under containers, again, if we take a look, got one right there, nothing under tools or farmhouses. Under productions, take a look here, under factories, scrolling all the way to the right, you will see several Rotdrosselheim mods specific to this map. Nothing for selling points, greenhouses, orchards, but under generators, generators? Yes, right there. Small solar collector. I did load in the government subsidy sign so I can get a whole bunch of money, because we're going to be buying a ton of stuff here on this tour. Now, under animals, let's see. Nothing for cows, horses, pigs, sheep, but chickens. You'll see one right here, chicken coop, that holds a whole bunch, over 1,000 chickens, 1,300 chickens. Nothing for bees and nothing for others. Under decorations here, we have nothing under fences, nothing under lights, but under others, you'll see we do have a couple of these courtyards. I think these are like templates almost. You can see how they're kind of pre-placed out. Let's see, and then lastly, under landscaping, painting, a whole bunch of different painting swatches, including a couple of the field creation templates as well, so that's very nice. Under trees, we scroll over, we'll see a whole bunch here, and you'll see a whole bunch under the plants as well, so you get a whole bunch of creative movement here. But we start here in the fire tower. As you can see, beautiful views all the way around. So let's go ahead and hop out of here. Oh, let me out. And we will run over to our waiting gator here. So as we just come out from the wooded area back here, come to the main road, make a right, and then an immediate left. We just follow this road around until we get back here. And this is going to be one of our first productions that we can purchase. And again, we're going to be coming across every single one of the production areas, and we're going to buy them all, because pretty much every one of them has been touched in some way. So this is the potato washing system for 60,000. You purchase this, and let you make premium potatoes and potato sacks, but you also get a byproduct of pig food, slurry, and stone. So this is a very good production to get your hands on. You have your output here and an input right here. And then over here we have the consumable purchasing station DS. And if you see any of these consumable purchasing stations, there's different types around the map, but each one of them will be labeled with what you can purchase from them. So in this case, we have liquid fertilizer, seeds, solid fertilizer, herbicide, and lime. So that is very, very nice. There does appear to be a couple of outputs right over here for the production as well, I forgot to mention. Now, one thing I noticed, but I'm not sure if this is the case, you can see there's a whole load of potatoes over here. I don't know if these are actually ones that you can get up off the ground. If that's the case, and you can purchase the land that this is on, because this is a believe, a part of the periphery. Where is it? Up here. So part of the periphery, $0 for the periphery. So you could purchase this and potentially have a whole load of potatoes that you can pick up. Again, I'm not sure if those are just decorative or if they're actual potatoes just laying on the ground, but might be worth trying. So now we'll go ahead and leave here. Now that is something that you're going to see as a kind of running theme for a lot of the productions in this map, is the kind of splitting apart of inputs and outputs. They're not as kind of straightforward and put together as a lot of the other production points that we're used to seeing. There are various different inputs and outputs throughout the entirety of the production point. So you gotta make sure that you look around, make sure that you're finding everything that is being used in that particular point of interest. So, and we're going to continue around. And I tell you what, absolutely beautiful landscape. This map, I am absolutely blown away. I was not expecting this map, and then when it came out and we got all this, and you can see our starting farm right down there in the valley. How cool is that? Absolutely beautiful down there. So we're going to keep on driving until we get to the next turnoff. And we're also going to be picking up a different vehicle too when we're at the farm. The farm has a truck that we're going to be able to utilize and get around a little bit faster than 33 miles an hour. So our turn is coming up here. Follow this around. And now we'll make a right. Okay. So now we're on the road to the starting farm. So when we get up here, we're going to go ahead and hop out of the gator. We'll pull this off to the side, and then we will take a look at our starting equipment. So right about here. Be a good place for us to stop. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at that starting equipment. So under our buy menu and our owned items, starting with small tractors, we have a Fendt Favorite 180. Under medium tractors, a Fendt 724 Vario and a John Deere 7810. I can talk, I swear. Harvesters, a John Deere T560. Forklift, a Manitou MC184. Under cars, we have the Lizard Pickup 2017 and the John Deere XUV 865M. Trailers, we have the Brantner DD 24073 2XXL and two Strautmann SEKs 802s. Under header, we have the John Deere 625X for our John Deere harvester. Under mulchers, we have the TMC Cancela TMS2 300D. Under plows, we have the Agromass POV 5XL. Under cultivators, the Horse Toronto 3FX. Disc harrows, the Alpago Maratona MG300. Power harrows, the K-Brand HR4040DS. Seeders, the K-Brand Venta 4030DS. Planters, the K-Brand Maxima 3-till. Sprayers, the Hardy Mega 1200L. Mowers, the Sepnusel F240. Under forage wagons, and Potiger Boss Alpine 251. Under the balers, we have the K-Brand VB3190. Animals, we have the K-Brand RA142 mixing wagon. And under mods that are specific to this map, we have a Lizard ANS 1900 PW. This is just a liquids tanker. Looks like they took a Strautmann trailer and added a tank to it. But 8,000 liters, it holds those various products right there. Let's see, front loaders, we have the Hauer XB150. Under front loader tools, we have the Albert front loader shovel DS. So this is a modified version of the Albert shovel. We also have the Albert pallet fork and round bale fork. And down here, we have a header trailer, the Nardi N40EX. Weights, we have the Agco 2300, the Kloss W1800, AGCO 1500 and another 1500. Under miscellaneous, we have the Bachmann MHAL 432335 and the Amazon T-Pack U. And lastly, under pallets, we have all of these. We have the fillable metal box, actually several fillable metal boxes, and 2 pallets, new and old. There we go. So now, starting off to our left, let's see, get in here, you have to find the door. You can't open the doors themselves like the sliding gates, but once you're inside, though, you can. So anyways, over here is the farm dairy. Now, if you check this out, the farm dairy lets you make butter bio, cheese bio, wooden cheese bio box, wooden crate with milk, and party eggs. And you can see all the various recipes that are needed. So the bio butter requires water and milk to make bio butter. Cheese, water and milk makes cheese. The wooden cheese box bio, which is water, milk, and a wooden box for cheese, and that's a specific component right there. The wooden box for cheese is different than a different type of box like this one here. So you got 2 different boxes that are required, the wooden box A versus the wooden box for cheese. And then the party eggs, you have eggs and water, makes party eggs. So this is where I kind of run into a little bit of an issue though. I see an input right here, but the problem is I don't see an output. I don't know where the outputs spawn out. Oh, wait. I just noticed this. Oh, wait. That's for the door, isn't it? Yeah, that's for the door. So I don't know where the spawn happens for the production point. My hope, my guess, is maybe along the backside over here, maybe. Maybe on top of the table. I don't know. Now running across the street. We have our sleep trigger here, wardrobe trigger right next to it. Over here, we open this door. Let me make sure I've got, okay, yep. This is the grist mill. This is where we have a whole bunch of new stuff here. So we can make wheat grist, barley grist, raw CCM, oat grist, sorghum grist, rapeseed grist, mineral feed, a whole bunch of different types of mineral feed from that different types of grist, as you can see, and pallets. And then we have flour bio as well from wheat and from barley. So a whole bunch of stuff that we can do for this particular production point. Let's see, we have our where, well, here's an output right here. Where is the input? It looks like maybe up here. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that it's up here. This is where you put in all your various stuff up here. So let's head around the back over here. Oh, here's another output right here. What was I talking about? Anyways, right here we have the fermenter 60,000 liter. This one, just a standard fermenter with the exception of another input for diesel. But this is diesel that you have to either create or purchase using the Rotdrosselheim here. We scroll over to the right and you'll see one of the purchasables is the diesel, or at least oh no, here, I'm sorry. I'm so all over the place. So you have 2 versions of the diesel, a 1,000 liter and a 4,000 liter pallet. So that is what you're going to either need to purchase or need to create, and that's a different production site. But we have an input here and an output right here. Now we can go and grab the truck. Oops. And we will make our way to the main part of the farm. Which is tucked away right over here. So stop the truck there. Now over here is the firewood production right around back, and you can see, put wood in, you get firewood out, and your input is right here with the wood cell trigger there. we can open this door here, and you can see we have some more stuff in here. This is the seed production, and just wheat, herbicide, water gets you seeds. You got your input here and your output here. We also have a firewood output right here. And a lot of the outputs where you do find them do have some of these symbols to let you know what is what. Let's see. Next is around the backside over here. Directly in front of me is your main farm silo. Right here. On the back over here is your next production. This is your mixed feed cows. This is where you can make your TMR. As you can see, put in all those various components and you get TMR out. Your output is right over here and your input is right in here. You also pay attention to a lot of the wagons and things that you have to start out with, because a lot of them actually have product squirreled away in them. So just make sure that you're double checking, because there's a lot of product that's just kind of laying around for you to be able to utilize. We have a manure heap for the cow barn right here. We have our cow barn right next to it, room for 80 cows, but we have 20 to start out with. Our milk is right here. Our feed and straw can be blown in here. And our slurry on the backside over here. Over here, we have a bale and pallet storage right there. And we'll turn around. We have a sheep pasture. Actually, I'm skipping some stuff. Hold on. There's so much stuff to make sure that I cover. I don't want to just breeze through a bunch of stuff. Chicken pasture right here. We have room for 250 chickens, but we have 21 to start out with. Our eggs spawn there, and our feed goes in right over here. We have our garden plot right here. This one's a little bit different. You need seed, fertilizer, and water to get your products out. And we have our input here and output right beside it. Now behind it, this is the sheep pasture. We'll hop this. We have room for 100 sheep. We have 25 to start out with. Feed here, water there, and open this. Our wool will spawn right there. Some more of our equipment right in here. And that's it. That is the main starting farm. So very, very nice. It's got a lot of potential on this starting farm, and you basically are set up with a lot of these stuff to be able to make a lot of your necessary feeds and productions right at the very get-go, which is really nice. So we're going to follow this back over here. Get back out to that main road we started on. Make a right. Come up here a little ways. And make a left. And now we will go all the way. Whoa, hey. Easy there. Go all the way down to the very end, because we have a cow pasture right down here, separate from the main farm. Let's go ahead and turn around. And here we have room for 80 cows. We have 20 over here. We have milk output there. We have feed and water over here. And in here, we have another bale and pallet storage right there. So very, very nice. And then right next to it, you'll see right over here, we have a little split between the two pastures. But then there's another pasture with no icons. So if you take a look at the map just real quick, and we started, let's see, right about here. We came out to the main road, came out and around, saw the potato washing system, and then the consumable purchase stations, DS. We then came back out to the main road, all the way down and around, up to here. There we saw the farm dairy, the sleep trigger repair trigger, or sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger. We then came up to the grist mill, then the fermenter 60,000, then back around. We came out to the main farm. We saw the firewood production. We saw the seed production, then the silo, then the mixed feed cows. We then saw the manure heap, the cow barn. We then went over to see the chicken pasture, the garden plot, and the sheep. We then came out, back and around, out to the main road, over to this area here where we saw the cow pasture, backtracked, and now we're here. If we take a look at farmland number 6 and purchase this for $178,704, and if we click out of this, you'll see now there's a cow symbol here for us to go ahead and check out, and now all of the icons now appear in the field. So let's go ahead and click on this. You see we have room for 80 cows. We already have 20 within the pasture itself. We have our milk trigger here. Over here we have our water trigger and our feed trigger, and we have another bale and pallet storage right here. As you can see, the little empty and is right here, load into is right there. So very awesome. I love how both of these cow pastures have already built in storage for feed. That is huge. Let's go ahead and take off from here. We're going to go ahead to our next point of interest. And right here, come to a stop. We come around the backside over here. We are at now the sawmill. Icon to purchase is right here. It can be purchased for $100,000. We'll go ahead and do that. And as you can see, nothing special about this one. It's just a normal sawmill. Wood in, planks out, wood chips out. Wood chips right here. We have our wood goes in here with a wood cell trigger right there. And the product itself is right over here. Here we have the thermal power station for $35,000. We can purchase this. And as you can see, we put in wood chips here and straw, and we get out power. So at the top of each hour, it's just going to sell whatever power has been produced up until that point. And you have your wood chip and straw input there. No need for an output for this one, which is really cool because you do automatically have an output. So if you go ahead and purchase the sawmill for $100,000, you got the output of wood chips, which can start feeding right into it, and you're producing not only planks, but you're also producing power. Now, tucked away back here, we have the Bull's Holzbau cell point. And let's go ahead and run back to our truck there. We'll head over across the street to the next point of interest. Oh, we're blocking all lanes of traffic. And just a little bit further down the road, right here, on the backside here, this is the Rotdrosselheim cell point. And behind it is the consumable purchase station DS. And again, similar to the last one, you can see has all the various outputs that can be done here. It's the same ones as we've seen before. Liquid fertilizer, seed, solid fertilizer, herbicide, and lime. Going to the next one down the road. Turn here. And stop right here. This is the biogas plant. Bunker silo right here. Biogas buy point is right over here. And can be purchased for $477,700. Purchase that. Now it's just a standard biogas plant. We get the products in that we're used to, and we get power, methane, and digestate out. We got liquid input here, solid input here, liquid output, aka digestate right there. Head back to the truck. Now one thing I will point out just really fast is if we take a look at the map, we were here by the cow pastures, came up and over to the sawmill, and then over to the thermal power station, and then to the Hillsbow cell point. We then met back in the truck, went down the road a little ways, and saw the Immergrunhain cell point and the consumable purchase station DS. We then came out all the way down to the biogas plant and checked that out. But by purchasing the biogas plant, we also buy the land. So that's really nice because it allows us to be able to actually utilize the bunker silo. And we can also make whatever changes we want to the property. So very, very nice indeed. As we continue to head around, we are going to go ahead and head to our next point of interest, which is just down the road a little ways. Let's see. Coming up here to my right is the next point of interest. We'll stop right here, get out, and we'll come over in this direction. And this is the production pizza production point. 78,000 purchase this, and as you can see, we have 3 different recipes for pizzas. We have pizza margherita, pizza Danny, and pizza calzone. So pizza calzone and pizza margherita are exactly the same recipes, or at least the same inputs, but you do get different outputs. Flour, tomatoes, cheese, water. That's it for those 2. Flour Danny is in addition to those that we just listed, but it also takes corn. So very, very awesome. We have our input here, and for some reason our output here with a picture of a cake. I don't know why, but that's okay. Head back down the road just a little ways to the next point of interest, which is right here. The spinnery. Purchased this for $60,000, and this is just a normal spinnery. Nothing fancy about this one. Input and output right over here. Now, just over here, we'll cut through right here. This is the farmer's market sell point right here. And then right across the street is our next point of interest. Come right here. Now, let's take a look at the map one more time. We were here at the biogas plant. Came out, down, and around up to the production pizza, then over to the spinnery, then over to the farmer's market. Now we're back over here. Farmland number 3, if we purchase this for $302,054, you'll see we found farm number 2. Farm number 2 has, at first, a production point. Oops, let's open the gate. First production point is the farm bakery. As you can see, we can make things like bio bread and bakery crates with bread bio. So, not sure what bio bread is, or bread bio, or cheese bio, or whatever all these bios are. I'm not 100% certain about all these, but I'm on board with giving them a try. That is awesome. So, one thing that is kind of at odds with this particular production point, though, input is here. I think the output is right here. The reason I say I think is because we also have a chicken coop right here. Room for 360 chickens. If we cut through here, input for feed is here, but I cannot find a separate output for the eggs. I have no idea. Maybe they stack up in here. No clue. I've looked around everywhere and I cannot find where an output would be. So that's to be determined. Right here we have a wardrobe trigger, sleep trigger. Over here we have the bale and pallet storage. Right. Did I not hit it? There it goes. Okay. Bale and pallet storage. Seed production right here. Again, wheat, herbicide, water equals seeds. And we can put in here and take out over here. Now over in this direction is the cow barn. Open this door. Feed goes here. Slurry out here. Our trigger point is here. Now the one cool thing about this particular barn is that it's got this automatic gate locking system. So you can pass through here, but if you close the gate, if I look right here, and see these gates close, this gate opens, and this gate closes. And then it allows the cows to kind of pass in and out. Now, let's go ahead, and that's just a cool little feature. I always liked this particular cow barn. Over here is a silo that is attached to the cow barn. As you can see, this is the output, input, and the milk trigger right here. Over here is another silo. And then way, way, way back here is a sheep pasture. Room for 100 sheep. We have 25 to start out with. Feed here, water here, and tucked way back over here is the output for the wool. So now we can go hop back in the truck and make our way to our next points of interest. There's the truck. All right. So now we go down the road a little ways. Now way over here. Whoa, 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 easy. Now here we're going to make a left. And we follow this all the way back here until it dead ends. Whoa, without crashing into everything would be lovely. And back here is our next set of interests. Directly in front of me, this is the Canal Deckett's Will sell point. And this is the water supply production point. 25,000 to purchase this. We'll go ahead and do so. So we can have water give us water, or we can have slurry give us water and manure, or digestate give us water and manure. This is a really cool concept here. It's basically a water, like a purification processor almost. We have our inputs and outputs right here. Again, I think that's a really cool idea. Go ahead and turn around and head back out. Here we're going to make a left. And we're going to make a quick right. And stop right here. So over here we have the Fritz Claus Agra Handle sell point. Back here, we have the bedding sales station, DS. This is a buy point for silage, grass, manure, hay, and straw. And right behind me, tucked away over here, is the grass dryer. You can purchase this for $56,000, and as you can see, grass in, diesel in, and hay out. Now, one thing that I just noticed when coming back in here is that the diesel symbol has actually changed in the list of items here for the price per 1,000. So you can also buy diesel and utilize the diesel that you can buy directly from the gas station or whatnot in the production points. I thought this was a separate diesel altogether and that it had to be either produced or made, but it looks like you can also buy it as well. And for the grass dryer, this is the output and this is the input. Now, back to the truck. We're going to backtrack a little ways and pass by where we came onto this particular road. So now, pulling up here onto our right is our next point of interest. Oops, I'm flying by. Over here is the animal dealer. Now you can come to this location and use this icon or use the same icon at the Pens and Pastures directly to purchase your animals. But if you use this icon directly or at the Pens and Pastures, you will incur an additional fee. That fee is associated to a delivery fee. Essentially, the animal dealer is taking it from this location, all your animals that you're purchasing, and shipping them over to the Pens and Pastures for you. Now, you can avoid this additional fee by bringing an animal trailer over to this location and then load the animal trailer into this square here and then acquire your animals. It'll load directly into the animal trailer and then you can deliver the animals to the Pens and Pastures yourself. It can save you a lot of money. For an example, if we go to look at our cow pasture, we have room for 60 cows right now in this pasture. Every adult cow is going to cost us an extra $100 per cow. Also included in the base price. So each cow is, instead of going to cost us $15.50, it's now going to cost us $16.50. Now, to get those 60 cows is obviously going to be $6,000 in addition to the base price. When you're first starting off or whatnot, that can add up pretty quickly. So one of those you may want to consider, depending on how many animals you want to get, doing the work yourself. Oh, and I almost forgot the other part that's over here. This is the Pet Food Buying Station DS. This is where you can buy wheat, pig food, and TMR. So here, let's get back in the truck. Continue to head down the road. Oof. Continue to follow this road around and now make a left. And then follow this dirt road, this 2-track essentially. Back here, this is the strawberry processing. You can purchase this for $10,000, which we will do, where you can make strawberry jam, strawberry milkshakes, and soya drink. Strawberry jam just requires strawberries and water. Got your jam, and then your strawberry milkshakes require strawberry milk and water, and you get your milkshakes. Soya drink, on the other hand, takes soybeans, milk, and water to get your soya drink. And now this is one, again, where I think the kind of icon for the output is missing, but my strong guess, because the symbol is here, I think it pops out here. I could be wrong about that, but just a guess. I just wanted to see if maybe there's one underneath that shed there. I didn't see it. So inputs are right there. And I'm just making sure, because I've been around this a few times and I have not seen an output marker, so I'm not 100% certain about this one. So back in the truck. This is the production diesel. You can purchase this for $78,000. We will do so. And you can take your sunflowers or your canola and pallets in order to make your diesel. So that is very awesome. We have our output right over here and our inputs on the back side. Right there. What's really cool is you also get this little ramp right here so you can load right on top of a flatbed. So let's turn around. And now we get to approach the town, and this is when the map tour kind of goes off the rails, because the city, the town, is very intricate. It's got so much stuff going on. So we're going to be running back and forth, and I'm really hopeful that I'm going to be able to catch everything. I'm not going to accidentally skip over anything, because there's a lot to cover in this little town. So you can see it coming into view right now. And it is a absolutely lovely town. Like, this is a very cool little setup we got here. Over here is the bakery. You can purchase this for $50,000. And we will, actually, because not only can you make your bread and cakes, but again, you can make your bread bio and bakery crates with bread bio. We saw those over at the secondary farm over there, so that is pretty sweet. Over here, inputs and outputs. Now we're going to go ahead, hop back in, turn around. Now right over here, to my right, is the kiosk Rotdrosselheim sell point. Stop right here. Gas station right there. And behind it is the Bettenheim Tankstellen sell point. And then we will look at the next sell point, which is just behind the wall right over there. Right there. That is the Blumen-Bachmann sell point. To my right, this is the kindergarten sell point. Now, back here, okay, so right here we have the Bugelman's Reifensen sell point and the Bedding Sales Station DS. Now back over here we have another production point. This is the fermenter, $56,000 to purchase. We will do so, and as you can see, we have grass, chaff, silage, and hay. All will make hay and straw will all make our silage, but we also need diesel. So we have our diesel input here, our output right there, and for our products going in is right here, and I'm pretty sure this takes bales as well, so that's actually pretty sweet. I think I can snake my way through. Right here, yep, perfect. Now over here, tucked in the corner right over there, that is the weekly market Rotdrosselheim sell point. And then we're going to turn right here. Right here, this is the sugar beet cut plant 2000R. For 25,000 you purchase this, and as you can see, you take your sugar beets and water in, and you get stone, slurry, and cut sugar beets out. Very, very nice. But what's even better is that it's also right next to the sugar mill. We have an output here, input there, and another output right there. But because it's next to the sugar mill, you can kind of pair these two together. 80,000 to purchase the sugar mill. Nothing special about the sugar mill. As you can see, it's all the standard products. Output here and input is around back. Right there. But you can just tag these two together. You can even ship some of the product from here and send it off to the sugar mill for processing into sugar, which is, you know, just one quick step away. So here, gonna backtrack a little ways. Now, we are passing by a couple of things that I'm not 100% certain about. So there are these buildings here that are represented with the white little splotch on the map. We take a look at the map just really fast. So we were here at farm number 2. We then came all the way up and around where we saw the Calendeckel's Will and sell point and the water supply production. We came back down and around over down to here where we saw the Fritz Claus Agra handle, as well as the bedding sales station and the grass dryer. Then came back out and around up to the animal dealer and the pet food buying station DS. Then we came up and around up to the strawberry processing and then over to the production diesel. We then came out to the bakery, over to the kiosk Rotdrosselheim sell point. We then saw the gas station as well as the Bettenheim Tankstellen. We then passed by the Blumen Bachmann sell point, the kindergarten sell point. We then came over and saw the Bugelman's Reifensen, as well as the bedding sales station, and then saw the fermenter. We then backtracked out over to the weekly market Rotdrosselheim. We then came up and around to see the sugar beet cut plant 2000R as well as the sugar mill. We then came back out and now we're here. You can see there are these little buy points here, here, and here, and they all correspond to these buildings. What I'm not certain about is that if you purchase these, are these generators where it's going to generate you an income, like you're basically owning the home or the apartment complex and then you're getting paid rent. I don't know how that works or if that's what that is, but that would be what would make sense to me, considering that these are all little purchasable plots of land. So here, come out to the main road, make a right, and then right here we have our repair trigger, shop trigger, and over here we have another consumable purchasing station. Hop back in. We will follow the road around and back out. We'll turn and pull over here for our next point of interest, which is right here. We have this. It's essentially the tailor, the Schneiderei Grün. For 100,000 you can purchase this, and this is just a normal Taylor, no surprises here. We do have an input here, an output right here, and along the front, the street side here, is a wardrobe trigger right there. So now, I'll head down the road a little ways. Again, you can see even more of these apartments, whoops, right here. So there's several of these apartments. I don't know, like I said, they might be generators. I'm not 100% certain about them. So we're going to stop right here and go down and back here. This is the grain drying production point, 30,000 to purchase. And as you can see, we can make dried wheat, dried barley, dried maize, and dried oats. And all we need is those base products plus diesel. And we get all those out. Plus we get a byproduct of stones, which is really nice. Input here, output there. Right next door is the dairy. 70,000 to purchase. And you can see 3 standard products. We're used to seeing that just with empty pallets as an additional, but we can also make butter bio, cheese bio, wooden cheese box bio, wooden crate with milk, and party eggs. So that is pretty sweet. Along the back side over here, input and output right there. Head down a little further. Over here, whoops, not there. There is the lime production, 10,000 to purchase. And as you can see, stones and water in, lime out. Input here and output around the side right here. Over here, we have a stone crusher. Reason that I say this is because it's not called a stone crusher in this map. It is actually called something else. So before we show that, let me show you. We came back down here. We saw the shop, repair trigger, as well as the consumable purchasing station. We then came back out and saw the tailor. It's known as the Schneiderei Grün. We then came out, down to the grain drying, then out to the dairy, out and over to the lime production, and then the sell point in question. Boo-boos. Boo-boos. Yeah. Whatever that word is. Yeah, it's a long word, but boo-boos. Boo-boos. Anyways. Heading down the road, we got a couple of empty lots here that you can purchase and build up, which is very nice. Right here, stop there, we have the production of empty pallets, 40,000 to purchase, and you can, as you can see, we have wood as all of our inputs. We have wood chips as an output, and all the various different types of pallets that can be made. Empty pallets, wooden box A, bakery cases, and wooden box for cheese. All those different pallet types can be made using this production point, which is really cool. Our input right here with wood cell trigger there, and output right back here. So we just backtrack now until we get back out to the main road, and then we're going to take in our last few points of interest. Nope, 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 nope. That's the wrong way. There we go. This is the right way. first, we want to turn down here. Ooh, easy. Tucked away back here is the grain mill. $76,000 to purchase this. And we have our outputs right here and our inputs right over here. Now this one again is going to be a little bit tricky because it's not just the basic flour output. So we'll purchase that. So you can see flour, oatmeal, barley flour, and cornmeal are the 4 outputs that we can get. So I think wheat and sorghum make base flour, but because they all have the same symbols, there is nothing that really distinguishes whether or not sorghum is something else, but it doesn't have its own category as an output, the sorghum. So my presumption is that it's just going to give you flour. But you also have oats that'll do oatmeal, barley will do barley flour, and then corn will do cornmeal. So that is really cool. I do like that a lot. Now we head to our last set of interests. Right over here, we have an electrical charging station right there. Here we have the farm store sell point. And over here we have the grocery sell point. And that is it. That is everything that is available here on Rotdrosselheim. Whoo boy, is this a big map. And now it is time to render my opinion, let you know what I think. 0 to 5 scale as per usual. I'm going to come right out and say it 5 out of 5, and I am very angry to say that it's a 5 out of 5. Not for any bad reasons, but today was the last day that I put out a video for the best 5 out of 5 maps that I have rated throughout all of FS22 up until this point. I would have loved to have had this map on there. So I am mad only because I did have the opportunity to put this map on here. Wow, is this map amazing. Color palette, fantastic. The colors that are on here are not so much that it's gonna overwhelm you and make you feel cartoonish. The terrain, amazing. I love the flow. I love this view right here, looking down onto the farm right there. That is fantastic. I like how there are several kind of pastures and stuff kind of broken out throughout the map here. It's not just everything here on the farm. You do have the cow pastures over on the other side over there. The production points, the amount of stuff that you can produce is phenomenal. That is so cool. All the various different stuff that can be made. On top of that, let's see. That was something I don't remember. No, we don't have any custom crops, but all the custom products that we can do gives you just so much diversity on this map that allows you to really kind of embrace a whole bunch of different aspects. You can do logging, you can do farming, you can do pretty much anything that you want to do, and it's gonna be good towards something on this map, which is fantastic. I mean, this map is just wow, just absolutely wow. Everywhere you look, there's something beautiful going on, and then on top of it, like the road network itself is just makes this map feel huge because you're going around and it's just gentle, sways back and forth, kind of snaking its way along the terrain here. It just makes the map feel much bigger than what it really is. Just I cannot say enough good things about this map. I really love it, and what I think really puts like everything in on this map is all the custom productions that you can do. It really just opens the floodgates as to what it is that you want to do, what you can do, and all that. It is just mwah, chef's kiss. Love this map. This is definitely going to be put onto one of the short lists for a future Let's Play series. Absolutely going to be on there. But, all that being said, I hope you enjoy this map, and I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show them by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing to show us your engagement with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.